Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Surgical Snipes, and I am back at it again with another Diablo Immortal video. Alright, what is going on, everyone? It's Sunday today. I'm gonna be running some battleground matches, some legend battleground matches right now. Before I do, I just want to let everyone know. I want to let everyone know that I'm playing as a wizard right now, and this is my last day playing as a wizard because tomorrow I'm gonna be going back to Demon Hunter. That's my main class, but wizard is my second favorite class in the game. So in this video, I'm gonna try and break down the build that I've been able to run in my PvP and my PvE builds for my farming and my battleground builds that I have. These are not the optimal builds that you can use as a wizard, but it's what I have been able to equip and run in my 1 week of playing as wizard. So if y'all want the best builds for wizard, you gotta just go check it out, go do some research on your own. But for my particular build, what I have, well, first is talk about my farming build. So I have my PvP build on right now, so I gotta take that out. Alright, so let's switch on the farming build and let's see what's going on here. Please wait for the skill cooldown. That's crazy that you have to wait. Alright, it's active. So this is my farming build that I've been using for the week with all the legendaries I've been able to get. So first off, let's start with the skills. I'm running for my primary attack. I'm running Magic Missile. I believe everybody that's a wizard is either running Magic Missile, but actually a lot of them are actually running Electrocute as well. So it's probably 50-50 or 60-40. Probably leaning more towards Electrocute because of the area effect damage. But I'm running Magic Missile. What does Magic Missile do? Let's see here. Launch a missile of magic energy, dealing 6.1k to 8.6k damage. With my legendary equipped on my main hand weapon, it gives me a 20% damage increase on my Magic Missile. So that's a very good damage boost. The ultimate is Ice Missile. It enhances the Magic Missile with Frost for 12 seconds, increasing its damage per hit to 10.5k to 13.6k, and slowing the movement of affected enemies. So that's what it is there. I'm running Magic Missile. You can't go wrong with it. This is what it looks like. And that's the primary attack. Alright, so this is going to be like my basic wizard guide, I suppose. Yeah, this is my basic wizard guide for open world farming, for PvE. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. So I just talked about the primary attacks, which is the Magic Missile. The Magic Missile, and you could definitely use others as well. You could use the Electrocute as well because of the area effect. Electrocute works fine as well. There are wizards out there that would argue that Electrocute is actually better than Magic Missile when you're farming. So what does Electrocute do? Let's equip it real quick just to give you an idea of what Electrocute does. It's an arc lightning from your fingertips, dealing 5.5 to 7.3k damage to the first enemy struck, and then leaping to 3 additional enemies for 30% as much damage. Its ultimate, it's called Full Power. It enhances Electrocute for 12 seconds, increasing damage per hit to 7.6 to 9.9k, allowing movement while attacking, and increasing the number of secondary targets. So Electrocute is great as well if you want to run your open world farming build with this, but you have to get a specific legendary to optimize the Electrocute build. Alright, but for now I'm running Magic Missile, and I can't complain with this one. Magic Missile is great. So there's my primary attack, right? That's my primary attack. Now, to the skills, I'm running Lightning Nova. It says here, hurl 10 balls of lightning away from you in all directions, dealing 4.k damage as they pass outward and again as they return to your new location. Limit 6 hits per target. Hits 2 and beyond on a target deal only 25% damage. So again, hits 2 and beyond on a target deal only 25% damage. And then the legendary I have on it is called the Siphon, which says here, casting Lightning Nova temporarily increases your movement speed by 60%. So this is Lightning Nova. You get 10 balls of lightning shooting out in all directions, and then with the correct legendary offhand weapon called the Siphon, you get that 60% movement speed. So that helps a lot. That helps a lot when you're trying to kite enemies and do your rotations on all the mobs of monsters. Now, again, this is not the optimal build for Lightning Nova because there is a fire version which is called Fire Nova, but I simply don't have the legendaries for that, and I'm probably not going to get it by tomorrow. So, anyways, this build really works a lot for me for this week. I've been able to at least get at least half of the legendaries that I needed to try and get those optimal builds going for open world farming or PvP. But hey, at least this works out a lot for me. So anyways, back to the skill. So I just explained Lightning Nova. Now we're going to go with Ray of Frost. It says here, channel a beam of frost in a direction, continually dealing 3.1k damage to all enemies caught in the beam and inflicting 12% chill for 1.5 to 4 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. Using Ray of Frost slowly consumes its energy, which recovers while Ray of Frost is not in use. So this is Ray of Frost. This is actually the Phantom Ray chest legendary armor piece equipped to it. Pretty much makes a clone, but if you use it regularly, then you'll be holding down the Ray of Frost button to continually damage, to shoot channeling energy to the enemy. So this is what it looks like there with the Waking Invocation chest piece. A lot of combos you could be using with this. You can be running a double laser build beam, a double laser beam build with this and all that, and there's so many different ways you can run this, but we'll talk about that later. So anyways, after Ray of Frost, we're going to be going with Meteor. It says here, Meteor. Summon an immense meteor that plummets from the sky, dealing 9.1k damage and stunning all enemies in the impact area for 3 seconds. The ground it hits is scorched, burning enemies for 7.6k damage over 6 seconds. And then I'm running some pants that give me the legendary ability called Meteor Shower. Meteor now summons a Meteor Shower, dealing 14.9k damage over 4 seconds to enemies in the area, but no longer stunned. So this is what Meteor's doing here. It's sort of like the Rain of Vengeance on Demon Hunters. You get raining fireballs, meteor fireballs raining down from the sky. And there goes your meteor. So that's that one. Now the next skill I'm rerunning is Scorch. Scorch is launch a flaming orb that deals 5.9k damage and knocks away enemies. leaving a burning trail that deals 5.1k damage over 6 seconds. So this is what Scorch looks like right here. It's pretty much a fireball attack. And there are other ways to modify it depending on what you want to do. You know, as a wizard, we can do so many different types of builds. You know, you can have builds more focused on CCing, on crowd control, or you can do more damage builds. You can have more builds for damage. So those are my 4 skills there. Let's talk about the legendary items here. For my helm, I'm running Shiver Sense Stare. Shiver Sense Stare will now make Ray of Frost freeze enemies for 2 seconds after taking damage from the ray 6 times. So you shoot the Ray of Frost, and then if it's hitting the enemy, then the enemy has a chance to freeze. Wish I could show you guys an example of this, but I'm not in the open world right now. I'm not farming. I'm just giving a brief basic explanation of my build so far here. So that's the helm. I'm running the Shiver Sense Stare. Next, for the chest plate, you're going to be running a Waking Invocation. This is for that Phantom Ray that pops out the clone when you're using the Ray of Frost. So it says here, Phantom Ray. Ray of Frost now creates an illusion that channels a beam of frost in the targeted direction. So there it is right there. If you see that purple wizard, that's the clone. So a lot of good combos you can use with this, right? You could, for example, I'm going to change up the skills here real quick. That way I can give you an example of what almost everybody's running when they run the double laser beam build. You're going to want an ice crystal, and you're going to want to disintegrate the purple beam. So you would use the ice crystal there, pop the clone, the Phantom Ray of Frost, and use the disintegrate purple beam. But in the optimal builds, you're not going to be using the purple beam. You're going to be using the orange one, the disintegrate, the scorching version, the fire version of disintegrate. So right now it's purple, but with the right correct legendary item, it will turn orange. It'll turn into a fiery beam, and that fiery beam is pretty much the meta when it comes to the laser beams. You want to be running this disintegrate with a fire beam if you're going to be using this skill. Alright, so that's that with those. Let me go back to my original build that I have for my farming. But that's just an example. Again, I'll do it one more time. Okay, if you want to run the double beam build, you would use I'll put it right there. Use the freaking ice crystal. And I missed the freaking ray with my phantom. Damn it. Get out of there. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Oh shit, now I gotta wait 20 seconds for my cooldown. Okay, let's try this again. Shit. Yeah, so this is gonna be if you want to be running dual laser beams, you know, double laser beams. Just gotta wait for that cooldown. And we're gonna try and get this cooldown going. Alright, so you pop the crystal. You use this right here, the Ray of Frost, and then you use the disintegrate. And you want to make sure you're hitting the crystal, that way you have a chance to hit all the enemies that are around it. Okay, so that's an example of the double beam combo with the ice crystal that everybody uses in PvP. I don't think they use it in PvE that much, but let's see. So alright, let me go back to my original farming build. I run Scorch. I run Meteor. And what else do I run? I'm tripping. Holy shit, what's the other one that I was running? It's not teleport. Oh, it's Ray of Frost. Tripping. Alright, so this is my original farming build. Anyways, let me go to the essence transfers. so I can explain more of the meta builds for farming. But this is what I use here because with this particular build for my farming build that I've been able to acquire, it's not the meta farming build that you want to go for, but if this is all you have, then it's better than nothing. So you would use the Lightning Nova to increase your movement speed. Like, let's say you're being attacked by a mob of monsters and you can't get out. You know, you wait like 4 or 5 seconds when they get close to you, and you would go out of the way, and you just move, do like a semicircle to the left or to the right, you know, to get out of the way and continue your attacks. Okay, now let me change my skill because I'm not running Electrocute, even though a lot of wizards are going to tell you to run Electrocute, but you have to have the right build for that. So let me equip my magic missile real quick. And before I do all that, I forgot to explain the other parts of my legendary items. Alright, so we talked about the helm, right? The Shiver Sense there. That makes your Ray of Frost freeze enemies after they get hit from the ray 6 times. So that gives you a chance to freeze your enemies. So that's really good. Very OP helm that most people are using, most wizards are using. Then you got the Waking Invocation for the Phantom Ray, which is this again. That purple clone. That way that monsters can be focusing on you. They can be focusing on the clone and not you. Alright, I'm here at the Essence Transfer. But before I break down the actual OP meta builds, let's continue the legendary items first. Here we go. For the shoulders, let's see here. It says, I'm running a legendary that it says enemies killed by Ray of Frost will shatter, dealing 758 damage to all nearby enemies and inflicting chill. See, what I don't like about the Reservist Spalder is that it doesn't tell you the name of the legendary that I equipped for some reason. It tells you the description of the legendary, but doesn't tell you what the name is. And I actually forgot what the name of that legendary is. So if you guys want to know what that is, let's find out. So we go to shoulders, and it would be this isn't shoulders, this is chest plates. Alright, shoulders, let's see. Well, it's called the Rhyme Mantle. So if you want to run this in your shoulder piece, then you're going to be running Rhyme Mantle to be able to deal extra damage when you're hitting enemies with the Ray of Frost, and it gives them a chance to shatter. It gives you that extra area effect, damage effect, because the enemies killed by Ray of Frost, they will shatter, and any nearby enemies will get hit with 758 damage and inflict a slowing effect called chill on them. So that's what I'm running because I have that, and that's like the best shoulder piece that I have. I mean, you could run. Actually, no, you can't run the Enervators because that's not really unless you want extra shield, but you really don't need that. But you could use that also if you need some extra shield, but you really don't need that against the farming monsters in the open world. So anyway, so that's the shoulders or the pants. I'm running the Star Caller's breeches. This is the legendary item that makes my meteor turn into a Meteor Shower. Pretty much like the Rain of Vengeance on Demon Hunters. You just go like this. It's a circle target, and then anything around this area right here is going to get hit by these flaming fireballs from the sky. So that's what it is right there. This is why I'm running the Star Caller's breeches on my pants. Next one I have, it's going to be my main hand weapon. It's called Force of Hirakis. Very good legendary item. One of the best legendary items on a wizard. Why? Because you can get 20% more magic missile damage. So this makes your primary attack way stronger. The Force of Hirakis. This makes your magic missile 20% more damage, which is a great damage boost. And that's why I'm running Force of Hirakis on my particular farming build. And then, of course, last but not least, we got the offhand, the Siphon. The Siphon is the legendary item that gives your Lightning Nova. It gives you that 60% movement speed when you're using your Lightning Nova. So you go like that, and you see my character is going way 60% faster. Perfect for escaping. Now you're probably wondering why I don't use teleport in my farming build. I could use teleport, but I don't see it that necessary to be using teleport, you know, because the monsters, they're really not that strong anyway, so you really don't need to worry about escaping too much. This alone, you're getting more damage, and you're escaping. You can escape with this also, so this is why I like the Lightning Nova better. And that's the pretty much the build. Now, as far as set items are concerned, the set items, I don't have any of the set items. I haven't been grinding dungeons at all. So because I'm only a wizard for a week. So what I've heard so far is that the gray set is probably the best for PvP, but for open world farming, you're gonna want to go with Isitar. I think was it like a 4-piece Isitar, 2-piece Grace, or a 4-piece Isitar, 2-piece Vithus. Why do you want to go with Isitar? I think it's because Isitar gives you that extra speed every time you kill an enemy. So that's why you go with Isitar for your farming build. Now for your PvP build, that's a different one. You don't want to use Isitar. The Isitar set for your PvP build. You're gonna want to use either a 6-piece Grace, 4-piece Grace with 2-piece Vithus, and some other wizards have some other crazy builds where they use a 4-piece Grace, 2-piece Mountebanks for that extra shield. So there's a lot of different things, but for PvP, you're gonna want to run either a 6-piece Grace or at least a 4-piece Grace with a 2-piece Vithus or a 2-piece Mountebanks. But most of the time, people just run six Grace set for they run 6 Grace pieces for their PvP build. Alright, so farming, you want to run Isitar, at least 4-piece Isitars when you're open world farming for that extra speed. And yeah, that's the open world farming build that I have made so far. But let's talk about the meta. Let's talk about the meta builds, the optimum builds for open world farming. So for open world farming, if I had all the legendary items, this is what I'd be running in my build. I would be running Memory of Xiaoyu, because Memory of Xiaoyu will give you this ability called Flaming Orbs. It says Scorch now conjures 4 flaming orbs that orbit around you and explode when they strike enemies, damaging and burning all nearby enemies. So it's definitely a great helm that I would pick personally if I could run that. But I don't have that yet. I'm probably not going to get it. So that's the one. That's the helm of my choice for my OP build for farming if I could get it. For your shoulders, it's a no-brainer. Everybody uses Searing Judgment because it gives you that fiery beam. Disintegrate now channels fire, burning enemies for additional damage over time. It's pretty much the go-to shoulder piece for any wizard build, any premium wizard build that people have. Now for your chest plate, you're gonna want to run Frost Reaver's Garments. It gives your freezing crystal. It says Ice Crystal now summons a freezing crystal that inflicts greater damage over time and a stacking chill. Actually, I think that's for my PvP build. For my for my PvP build, you don't want to run Frost Reaver's Garments for your open world farming build, you want to run it. You want to run that in PvP, not PvE. So you want to run Elor's Fervor. Elor's Fervor is the go-to chess piece for open world farming. Why? Because you get Fire Nova. Lightning Nova now hurls balls of burning fire, so it gives you that extra damage. It turns, instead of turning lightning 10 blue lightning balls shooting out, now you're going to be getting 10 fireballs of burning fire, you know. So instead of Lightning Nova, it turns into Fire Nova, and that helps with a lot of damage. Because you're gonna be going really fast if you have like all the correct, like for the Optimum builds, you're gonna be going really fast. It's all about speed. When it comes to farming, it's all about speed. So Elor's Fervor is the best chess piece when it comes to open world farming. And then of course for PvP, which I'll talk about in my next video, just for a reminder, Frostweaver's Garments is pretty much the first best choice for PvP, or you could run the Waking Invocation also for that clone if you're gonna be running that double beam build. And yeah, that's the chest plates. Trying to see if there's another one that I missed. Probably not. Okay, so there we go. Now for the pants. So for the pants, you're gonna want to go with Chaos Nexus. Chaos Nexus is for PvP. I keep thinking PvP first. Okay, so we're talking about open world farming. So not Chaos Nexus. I mean, you could use Chaos Nexus if you want to, but in my opinion, the premium pants for open world farming is gonna be the not Crystal Guards. Where's it at? Let's see here. Where the fuck is it? It wasn't Star Callers. It was, I'm guessing Crystal Guard. No, it can't be Crystal Guards. I don't think you should be running Ice Crystal in your PvE build. It should be. I guess it's a toss-up, because if you're running Arcane Wind, then people run Galebranger's Leggings. If you're running the Arcane Wind build, and I guess Chaos Nexus, you know, that's pretty much the go-to pants for PvE. I thought there was one that does something else, but I guess I'm not seeing it here. I must be thinking about a different legendary item. But let me see here. I guess it's either Galebranger's Leggings or Chaos Nexus, I suppose, for your pants. I thought there was something else. I must be confused with a different. I must be confusing it with a different legendary piece. Oh well. Next one, the main hand. For your open world farming meta build, you're either gonna want to run Entropic Edge to make your Disintegrate 10% damage stronger. Your damage is increased by 10% on your Disintegrate, your purple beam. But if you're running the Arcane Wind build, then you want to go with Wind Shaper, because it gives you that tornado. It says Arcane Wind now summons a tornado that follows enemies and continually damages all enemies in its path. Okay, so you can use that one, or you can go with Force of Hirakis for that magic missile, increased 20% damage increase by 20%. Or you can go with Electro Spike. This is probably the one that a lot of wizards use when they're running the Electrocute build, because this gives you Electrocute it leaps to 3 additional enemies, so you can keep comboing kill streaks with this. So Electro Spike is very good for a premium open world farming build. You could use let's see what besides Electro Spike. I recommend either just the Force of Hirakis, Wind Shaper, or the Electro Spike. Next one here, we're gonna be running with the Offhand Weapons. You can, if you're running the Arcane Wind build, then you're gonna want Unrepentant Gale. The Siphon is pretty much the best one, because if you pick the Siphon will give you that casting low. The Lightning Nova will give you that extra movement speed again, like this. So this makes it way faster. And yeah, those are some of my recommendations for the premium legendary items. If you're gonna be running the best build possible, but again, the one I'm using is just a combination of all the legendary items that I have to make the best possible build possible. The best possible build possible currently with my wizard. I pretty much just I use my magic missile, Lightning Nova, hit him with the Scorch, Meteor, and then the Ray of Frost, but not in that order. I got the order all fucked up because I switched my skills. As a matter of fact, I might as well just go open world farm right now so I can show y'all how I farm. We're just gonna do an example here in the Realm of Damnation. Keep in mind, this is not the premium Optimum build that you could be running. There are better options, but this is the best what I can do with a week of playing as Wizard. So, and it works for me because what I like about this, since I'm playing on mobile, this is all one tap skills, right? My Lightning Nova, my Ray of Frost, my Meteor, and my Scorch, my Fireball attack. It's all one tap skills, so it's way quicker, you know. We got some monsters here, you know, I'll hit him with that Ray of Frost, Scorch, and they don't even survive. They don't even survive to get hit with the magic missile. Again, I'm gonna wait till these get off cooldown. We got a pack right here. Gather them all up here. Run away from them with Lightning Nova. Take out the Ray of Frost, Meteor, and then Scorch. Right now it's getting kind of busy here in the Realm of Damnation and the Plains of Torment because people are farming, you know, so it's going to be kind of difficult to show you all some more. Run this shit a couple times so you get an idea of how I farm using my wizard build. Again, I use my Lightning Nova, pop the Ray of Frost. Oh shit, I'm getting killed already, holy crap. Hit him with the Meteor Shower, Scorch, and it's a rinse and repeat process. You know, but definitely the Phantom Ray. See, they're attacking the Phantom Ray right there. There goes the chilling effect. I'm freezing them. Meteor Shower. And that's what it is, yo. One more time here. Let's do the combo again. Lightning Nova, Ray of Frost, Meteor Shower, and Scorch. And then the primary attacks. Lightning Nova to escape and to reset. Freeze them with the Ray of Frost. Shower them with some meteors. And burn them up. Roast them with the Scorch. One more time. Lightning Nova, Ray of Frost, Meteor Shower, Scorch Fireball attack. And they're not even alive for my magic missile. 20% damage increased. Force of Hirakis legendary primary attack. And yeah, that's my open world farming build for my wizard. So hopefully to all the new wizards out there that helps. In my explanations, you know, my basic explanations of open world farming as a wizard. The only thing I don't like about wizard though on mobile is that since I'm used to being a demon hunter, playing as a demon hunter, I'm used to running and shooting at the same time. So I can't do that with wizard because, and with necromancer either, because as you can see, I'm primary attacking. Normally I can run and shoot at the same time, but with wizard and necromancer and all that, look at this. You see that? That stop, I'm pausing. This is really annoying, you know, because it makes me slower. So I don't like that. I'm sure on controller, if you're playing on controller or on PC on M&K mouse and keyboard, I'm sure the experience for movement is way better. But on mobile, this is definitely not what I'm used to. Of course, you can get used to it because as you can see on the left side of your screen here, on the joystick, on the screen joystick, you know, I like to be able to just keep running like this, you know, running and shooting like a demon hunter, you know. But when I'm running like this, this is definitely makes me slower. So I have to let go of the joystick all the time, and I don't like doing that on mobile. So just an FYI, you know, for all the mobile players out there that consider playing wizard, if you're playing wizard or if you're playing necromancer, if you want to do a range class, I recommend the demon hunter for mobile. But if you're playing on PC or on controller, using a controller, then by all means, you know, I'm sure you'll be able to control it just fine. But be careful when making your class choice if you want to be able to run and shoot at the same time, because this is not going to let you do that. And yeah, that's going to be it for my basic wizard open world farming PvE build. I definitely recommend trying out the wizard class. It's, in my opinion, the second best class in the game. I know a lot of players would argue that it's the best class in the game for PvP, because in PvP, they pretty much, what they do is, the top wizards, what they do is they use the ice crystal, okay? They use the ice crystal, and they could either run black hole or disintegrate, but let's go with the double beam build, for example. Actually, you have to run black hole also. So black hole. So what people would do, actually no, because we're missing teleport. Actually, let's forget the black hole. I'll show you both. I'll show you both different types. So first we can try black hole. So I would take off my disintegrate. And we're gonna go with let's see here. Where is it at here? It's shit. Where's it at? What am I looking for now? I'm looking. I got the ice crystal. Teleport. That's what I need. Teleport. So, all right. This is what it's gonna look like, and I'll order it the right skill order. That way, you have a general idea of what the skill order is. The skill order again is gonna be. You're gonna want to put your teleport first. You want to put your black hole second, ice crystal third, and ray of frost or disintegrate last. So in a PvP setting, and I'll explain this in more detail in my PvP guide, my PvP wizard guide I'm going to do next. But just a quick review of that. You would teleport to the enemy, put the black hole, pop the crystal, back out, and then miss your ray of frost. No, you don't want to miss your laser beam attack. No. So let's try that again. I'm a noob, so I don't know how to freaking do this shit. Plus I got enemies here trying to fuck up my damn tutorial. Matter of fact, let's get out of here, man. We gotta get out of here. Gotta get the fuck up out of here, man. I know these fucking monsters are just gonna pop off and shit and ruin my damn explanation. Alright, back to West March. The general gist. I'm gonna explain this also in my PvP wizard guide. Let's try this again. So, what am I lagging? I'm lagging. No. I'm lagging, man.